We are live with Kelley's vlog. No, that's not what it's called. Kelley's World. Kelley's World vlog 2. And what do we start with every time we do this? A little saging and a little holy water and unconditional love. So I'm going to do the sage because it's been a really stressful day. Hey, you know what I learned too about the sage? I learned the more smoke that it emits, the worse the energy is. So if we're getting a lot of smoke, we're fucked, because that means my energy is really, really bad. However, if it's not so bad, it won't smoke as much. So, well, shit, unless we light shit on fire. So the point is, dude, I need to cleanse. I need to exercise the demons. I need to take deep breaths because I'm so damn stressed out. Look at that. It's like, seriously, look at it. That's flipping crazy town. Clearly my energy is terrible. Well, hopefully as this goes along and I'm able to vent slightly, it'll get better and then there won't be so much smoke. But this is really bad. I don't know how to make it stop. Anyway, either way, I think we've tried to accomplish what we meant to. Okay, now we're gonna do the holy water and love. Okay, ready? Where is it? I have it. I have like a whole like plethora of nonsense. Shake vigorously to release whatever. Deep breaths. And another one for good measure. And now I am totally, oh look, do you see? You probably can't see. It's still smoking. I don't need to destroy my lungs, however, in the process. Anyway, sorry, I was getting out of focus. It's been a shit couple hours. I was trying to, let's see what I was trying to do. It has kind of been a bit of a process, getting all of my business for like the books and the website and the bracelets, and like the advocacy work and the speaking and you know, we're trying to do clothes and all that kind of good stuff. It has been super, super, super difficult, and we just like have been working really hard to get like a design for clothes done and put on clothes so that I actually can, you know, represent the Scar Project and what, you know, what I'm trying to do. And it's just been impossible. I've been turned down because people don't want to work with people who aren't, you know, apparel companies, which I'm not, nor am I pretending to be. And then it's just been super hard. So I think we got it figured out. And then earlier today, well, right before I got on here, hence why my blood pressure is probably raised and I'm a fucking disaster. I'm gonna take another deep breath. I was on the computer because I was messing around and I needed to get the font over to the printer so that they could print in the font that, you know, I have everything in. And I installed it on the computer. I just don't know where I installed it. And I don't know how to use computers because that was the one class in college that I dropped out of 4 times because I suck at them. And I don't know how to use them. I can get on them. I can check my email. I can get on Instagram. I can get on YouTube and watch shit. I can record and send it to Dropbox, but that's about all I can do. I don't know how to do spreadsheets. I don't know how to do, hey, I learned how to do a PowerPoint though. But my daughter taught me how to do that, my 11-year-old. And so it's just, it was just a disaster. And I figured it out, kinda. And then when I went to send it, it erased the font. So there was like no point in it to begin with. And it was just shitty. Anyway, so that was prior to me getting on my video diary of today, What else did I do today? I meant to say that time, not just because I was unintelligent. It's like every day I feel like I'm working really, really, really hard to accomplish all of these really great, huge ideas. And I spend a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of research and sacrificing, time away from my family. And I really look forward to the fruits of my labor paying off. Fingers crossed. Because it's a lot, and it's uncharted territory for me. I don't know this world at all. I have been, I'm a master barber by trade. I do sorry, I'm annoying myself. I do people's hair for a living. Not in a salon, but I go on location and I do weddings and I do editorial shoots, and it's just completely a different world that I'm used to. So this is the world. I mean, I love what I do. I love the people that I have the opportunity to work with. But it's not the actual act of, doing hair was not ever my passion in life. When I went to hair school, that's a good thing. I can tell you how I got into it. So when I was 25, Bella and Emma were, no, that's not true. I was 26. They were 5 and 3. And I was a single parent. I had escaped from their dad already, and I had never worked before. I never had a job in high school. I didn't have a job in college. I mean, I was injured and I was a mess, and education was always my parents' number one priority for us. So I remember I kind of had a job before that. So my junior year of college, when I was at ASU, I was there, I guess a month before school started, and I got a job. And I think I was a waitress in a restaurant, and I lasted 4 days. It was terrible. When I mean terrible, it was fucking horrible. I didn't like to be told what to do. People were pissy, people were rude. I forgot what they told me. I sucked. I didn't deserve getting paid or tipped or anything. So that 4 days sort of tainted me I just wanted to marry rich and be taken care of. I'm 41. That hasn't happened yet. But that's neither here nor there. So the point being, I had 0 skills. I couldn't do anything. I could do plenty, but no hireable traits. And so I had these 2 beautiful young babies, and I was taking care of them full time. And when my ex started suing me for custody, the attorney said, "You have to get a job." And I looked at her and I was like, "Doing what?" And she's like, "Well, you could lose the kids. You have to get a job." And I was like, "Well, I don't have any skills. And for me to get a job, that means I'd have to have childcare, and I would not make enough money to pay childcare with what I was making in a job in which I had no skills." So I remember by that time I had been seeing my trauma therapist, whom I owe everything to, for a long time. I guess a couple of years by that point. No, 2 years? 18 months? 18 months. It was 18 months. So we sat down and we made a list of all of everything I was good at, and then everything that interested me. And then we had a list of all of the different, careers that would provide me the most amount of money in the least amount of time, because that was the goal. Our situation was not safe, and I didn't want to leave the girls with their dad. And so I needed to work as little as possible, make the most amount of money, show the judge that obviously that I could financially take care of my family, and be done with it. So I remember thinking, okay, well, in high school when I was injured and I wasn't able to go to school, I could do people's hair. And oh, Elizabeth just said something and I don't remember. Hi. Again, this isn't live, but when she watches this, she'll know that Elizabeth texted me and said something no good. Sorry, anyway. So I was always good at people's hair, not because it was just something I was compelled to do, but I was just good at it. And it was fun, it was cool. So I did everybody's hair for prom and homecoming, and I never got to go because I was hurt, but I remember telling Nancy that, and I was just like, well, maybe that's what I should do. Maybe, I mean, because it's a job in which you make your own hours. You know, I didn't want a boss. I know you kind of have a boss, but like I was not, I'm not a good person to kind of be told what to do and put in a box. I am I'm a square peg trying to put in a round hole. Don't put me there. I'm not going to fit. I'm going to learn all the rules, and then I'm going to learn how to break every single one of them. So I knew that that was also, you know, something that was good because kind of my clientele was my boss, or my bosses, I guess. And I guess I believed that, you know, I would draw the people to me that I kind of were meant to have. So I went to hair school, and I had looked at all the statistics, and I mean, I think the average hairdresser salary was like $25,000, and I thought to myself, I mean, what the shit? I mean, what are you gonna do with $25,000 when you're trying to raise 2 kids and you're not getting any money from anyone? And anyway, I was like, that was gonna be unacceptable. So from like literally before I went, I knew that when I graduated, I was going to start at the highest, you know, level possible at, you know, a high-end salon. I wasn't going to start at a chain making, you know, half of $15 a haircut or something like that. So I started cosmetology school, and I was there 3 months, and it wasn't for me. We got to the part where we did nails, and I was like, nope, I'm out. It was terrible. I didn't want to do anybody's nails, and I sucked at it, and didn't have the patience at all. So I 3 months worth, I don't know how many hours that was. Anyway, it was a long time. And then I was like, well, I mean, I still was going to pursue hair, but I went to barber school at Paul Mitchell. And unfortunately, because they're completely different licenses, I could not transfer my hours